Hi Stampers, this is Marie Bennett with Wyoming Stampers Anonymous. Yesterday I got my paper pumpkin kit and it made 20 3x3 cards. I use them for gift cards, gift enclosures, and it also made 4 boxes. So the finished project looked like this. It was a box, a match type box, and it would have 5 cards in each of the 4 boxes, and they are so cute. But for this video I used this idea of the matchbox and copied it because I do craft shows, and so I'm going to use this box as packaging for like Christmas gift cards and all occasion gift cards to sell at craft shows. And for this project, I'm using retired Stampin' Up! Products, because you got to have the box right side up. And that's what the finished box looks like after I got done. So I'm using this DSP, retired DSP, called Under the Tree. And I got a ton of this when it went on clearance. And I have used it a lot over the last couple of years. I really like it because it's a double-sided design. So you can have both the box and the wrapper the same, or you can have them coordinating. So to begin the project, you cut a piece of heavy cardstock at 6.5 by 6.5, and then you score it at 5 inches and 5 3/4 inches. And then you do that on all 4 sides. After you've got all 4 sides scored, then using your paper trimmer, you're going to start cutting on the score lines to make the tabs for the box. And as you can see, the tabs are only on two ends. Not all 4 sides have tabs. And the end you cut the tabs on is going to fold over onto itself to make one edge of the box. To make the tab, you will cut from the edge of the paper to the second score line. On the second score line. I don't know how to say that exactly, but at any rate, you will cut all the way to the second score line. And then you will go to the first score line and cut all the way down to the second score line. And then when you'll do that to both sides, and then you're going to cut from the edge of the paper to the first score line, and then from the edge of the paper, I moved past that first score line there and just made the tab a little longer, so just cut down to the first cut line, and then you have your tab. Once you've got the tabs, then you need to cut at a little angle so that they'll tuck in nice and neat under the flap. Then add tear tape to the side of the box that you want to show on the inside on all 4 sides. I put 2 on the sides where the tabs are. After you fold it along all the score lines, then you remove the backing to the tear tape and fold the sides in on themselves, on the side that has the tabs. And that gives a nice sturdy edge to the box once it's completed. Then you're going to remove the edge to the backing to the tear tape and fold the tabs in, and then fold that edge over the tab. You do that with both sides, and when you're finished, then you've got the bottom to your box done. This does take a little bit of finesse, because you've got to get it right the first time. To make the band that goes around the box, We're going to start with a piece of DSP that's been cut at 3 9/16 by 12. Then we're going to score at 3/4 inch. Flip the paper around and use that score line. We're going to line that score line up at 3 9/16. And then we're going to move that score line to 3/4, a little bit more than 3/4. So just a hair past 3/4 inch. And then we're going to score there and move that score line to 3 9/16, just a hair past 3 1/2, and score there. I'm having trouble, I guess. And then cut the paper off. Put the score line at 3/4 inch, just a little past, and cut the paper off. I've already done that part. Okay, so now your belly band is ready, and what you need to do next is take your bone folder and score along all of the, or fold along all the score lines to get a good crisp edge. So after your creases are all good and sharp, then you put some tear tape on one end and line the edge up, the bottom edge with the fold line of the other end, like that. And then I like to lay it down on the work surface and make sure it's good and stuck. Well, that's the whole box and the lid. Here's my finished project. I've taken some 3x3 cards and put them in this box. I put a little envelope on the lid to slide a sample card into, and it's a clear acetate envelope. You could just use a piece of window sheeting or something if you wanted to. And then on the inside of the box, I've put 5 more cards, 3, so there will be a total of 6 cards, 3 each of 2 designs. I just love that retired paper. I'm almost out. I'm sure all my craft show buddies will be glad when I run out, but they keep buying it anyway. They're cute. Okay, so that's the end of the project. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.